Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. So triple witching today, which does not directly impact crypto, but maybe indirectly through additional volatility in the stock market. So that could be interesting today. Please keep that in mind. Some of you might not know that today is triple witching day. And yeah, overall, I mean, what are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with here on the Bitcoin chart? This is the weekly chart. I covered it in one of the last videos. Just want to remind everybody, because not everybody watches every video, right? But we are currently holding above the 21-week EMA, which is an exponential moving average, which has provided support in the last two dips, here highlighted in purple, in June and then also in September, okay? And we could now be moving up higher, especially as long as we're holding above that level. The trend can be seen as up on the weekly chart. Now, a break below this moving average would not necessarily be a major problem. The one that has really guided us and supported us throughout this entire bull market is the white one here, which is the 55-day EMA, which is one of the relevant Fibonacci-related exponential moving averages. And I'll just show you that, not because it replaces Elliott Wave, it of course doesn't, but it can act as additional, very simple trend filter, which is nice from above. A lot of people show you moving averages and all sorts of things, and they can be helpful from a, to get an immediate understanding of what is happening. I think for that it can be helpful. On our MCO Global channel, I show you a lot of these updates from a cycle point of view, larger time frame point of view. Here we normally rely more on precision, Elliott Wave only, but from time to time it can make sense to also show you guys some of the relevant indicators from over there and what I'm highlighting, because the Elliott Wave it can be quite overwhelming for people, especially in the beginning, right? So this is trend is up. And if we break below that 21 week, which is currently around 109K, I mean, worst case, we're probably gonna test 55. Below 55, it's gonna be a bit problematic for the bulls, because look, this 55-week EMA has supported the price already last year in August. Actually down here already, you could say. Wasn't exactly, because there was a whole band of moving averages in September 23. By the way, in September 23, we formed a local low. Yeah, that's interesting. And then also here in September 24, we formed a local low after actually a lower low formed before in August. But that was still quite a meaningful low that formed there in September a year ago. I think it was also early September. But also here, the 21-week EMA did its job. And then this year, here in April, the price touched a couple of times actually in March and April, that 21-week EMA. And now we're pushing higher. We're, we see how the market is grinding higher accordingly at the moment. And we're holding, as I said, even above the 21. So the 21 is seen as more fragile. The 55 is more meaningful. Just want to highlight that. So from a moving average point of view, you've got 109K. And then 96K. I mean, there are others in between, but these are meaningful ones. Like the 34 is in between, but I don't find that so meaningful if we look at the data. So that's just something from a higher level, larger time frame point of view, something to note. I guess, below the 55, it's going to be problematic for the bulls. Looking at the daily time frame, I wanted to do that as well. Just briefly, I mean, we've been talking about the daily chart in the last 2 weeks, every single day throughout September, and the bottom line was, let's get to that red zone. That could be a decision area, and hey, we are there, and yep, it is a decision area, right? So we are currently there. Price is still grinding through. I don't think even it's slowing down a lot, so we're still moving up in this price channel we talked about, this blue price channel. In the last video, I added that to the chart here on the daily time frame as well. I'm watching this primarily now. If we get a break below the lower boundary line, then it could indicate that the C wave down has started, so that the next larger correction has started. That would be unfolding like this. But as long as we're holding that price channel, or at least the relevant Fibonacci support levels on the smaller time frame, we might still see the market go higher. A break below the lower boundary line of the trend channel does not necessarily a sell-off to 96K or 100K. It just means that a local top has formed. Okay, for now we're not, we're kind of holding mid-range in this price channel, holding just below the 61.8 retracement. So, of course, it would be meaningful for the bulls to drive the price above that $117,450 level, which is the 61.8 retracement. So looking at the very short term, you see that there is some, I don't want to say selling pressure because it's really just consolidation at the moment. The price could not break above that 61.8 retracement, and the price could not break above the 123.6 extension. I mean, I wanted the price to get there. We're basically there. One more final push would be ideal for Circle Wave 3. That's our bullish count here. First ideal target for a third wave, often the 138% extension. If we don't quite get there, I mean, it's okay. It's not an absolute must, but it would be ideal for the price to obviously get there, even in a third wave. That would be ideal. I've already added support for Circle Wave 4. Yeah, this is the lump clock. Okay. We could easily dip into wave 4 support, and that means potentially a break out of the trend channel to the downside, but still holding Fibonacci support. It wouldn't be a major problem. I view, you could say, the lower boundary line of our trend channel as first support, and then these Fibonacci levels at 114,580 and 113,580. So those can provide support maybe today, tomorrow, over the weekend. Could be another wave 4 weekend potentially. Certainly, what I don't have is any impulsive sell-off right now. Yeah. This move up is, you could say, it's technically and visually complete even. Right? We wanted to see 5 waves up. I think we can see 5 waves up here with that 5th wave on Thursday. Hold on. It's possible, yeah. So I'm not quite sure what this is yet, but it seems like a sort of pullback is unfolding, and that might be even Circle Wave 4 already, but we'll see. It's too early to say. It could even be another 1-2 setup to the upside. But therefore, we've got this support zone. I would say any break below 113,580, I would view as potentially problematic for the bulls, short term. Yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, yeah, make sure to join us on X for additional chart updates, news, and much more. You can find the link in the description and in the comment section. And if you want even more, also join our Discord, get additional updates, TradingView live charts, then feel free to join our Gold membership. There you can get access to Discord. And on the weekend, we're also going to run our next member live stream. Thanks so much. I wish you a great day. Bye-bye.